Dr. Gregory Horn here, three-time Olympic medalist and world champion in track and field. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. Today we're going to talk about Shericka Jackson and the situation that she was faced with her injury. And some people might say, get over it, it's long gone. But it is not, because I would like those younger athletes and those professional, the existing one now, that they must be fully aware of their actions and the consequences that they might be faced with if they don't do the right thing. Now, even though a lot of people might be fully aware of what I am addressing today, I will just give you an overview. So if you're new to the channel and you're not fully aware, you'll know what I'm talking about. Recently in the Paris Olympics, Shericka Jackson was scheduled to compete in the 100 meters and the 200 meters women, and she was one of the favorites to win both events. However, a few days before the start of the 100 meters, she pulled out and allowed another team member to compete in that event. However, her statement was that she would be fully ready to compete in the 200 meters after the 100 meters came to a close. However, the day of the 200 meters, she showed up and she withdrew from the race. No explanation. Even if she gave an explanation, I've been looking all over the place to find it, to see if it covered, to say, okay, as a fan, as a spectator, as a supporter, that I get it, I am satisfied with it, and now let us move on. No, whichever way she had gone, I would be satisfied with it. However, for those who wanted to see her run, they were looking for an explanation, and not a lot of people would be as understanding as I am. And I am understanding because I've been there and I've done that, and I know the psychological impact a situation like this would have on the caliber of athletes such as a Shericka Jackson. So my first question to you is, do you feel that the way how Shericka Jackson and her team addressed this injury situation and withdrew from the 200 meters at the Paris game, that it was acceptable to you? Please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. The way how Shericka Jackson and her team addressed the situation, people out there think that in some ways they could lose credibility because they did not come out and clearly state what they should do or what happened to them and why they are not running at the Olympic Games in the 100 meters or the 200 meters. Now, they gave some explanations, but it still fell a little short. It felt like we as the spectators, the supporters, that we were missing something. And I gave an explanation last night, and one person said, you're speaking crap, plain and straight. That's what they said. And I get it. And I am speaking crap to that person because they know either the truth, the absolute truth, or maybe there is something that is missing. Now, I am a professor at several universities, and one of the courses that I teach is crisis management, which means that when you are in a situation, when there is a crisis, you have to manage this crisis well, because if you don't manage this crisis, it can spin over and becomes even worse. And in Shericka Jackson situation, we the spectators were waiting for a press conference that would tell us clearly what is going on with her, why she chose not to run, and then we would walk away either understanding and being supportive or just being totally upset of the situation. Now, I can tell you that when it comes to an athlete and injury, I'm never upset. I try to understand even if I don't know what's going on. And the reason I try to understand, because I was once in a situation where I was injured, and I can tell you my mind wasn't working the same way. My confidence wasn't at the same place. And even though I tried to get back into the groove of things, it just didn't feel like I was making up any grounds. So for me as an athlete, I empathize with anyone with a strain or a pull or a cramp because it's their future. And in this case, I am doing this video again because I want athletes to know that if you find yourself in a situation, especially being the public figure that you are, you can't just run away and hide. You can't just wait for things to blow over. You have to give a press conference and explain to us, to the crowd, to the spectators, to the fans, to the supporters, to your sponsors, what is going on with you in the moment and how you intend to overcome it or address the situation presently. And it is important to do that, because if you don't do that, then people will speculate and then your credibility will be at stake. If you notice in any major crisis, any major issue, someone call a press conference and they share their opinions, they share the problem situation, they share the solution to the situation, and they also try their very best to be as clear as possible so you don't walk away thinking something that was not. I hope this information can help Shericka and her team. I hope this information can be helpful to young athletes who might find themselves in a new situation similar to this and don't know what to do. There's so many mediums that you can use. Facebook to call that press conference. You can use Instagram. You can use YouTube. There's so many avenues that you can use to just share your views, share your concerns, share your situation. And I bet you that if you do that the right way, you will get the support. Now, I can tell you that I hope Shericka Jackson will bounce back bigger and better. I hope that this injury did not affect her confidence in a way that may make it more difficult for her to get refocused and start again. And I hope she and her team learned enough from the situation, so when we see them next year, we can support them and cheer them all on. I thank you all for listening. If you have an opinion that you want to share, please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. I thank you all for listening. I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.